Ladies, we're already on our day 13, which means this is the last day of week number 2, so we made it halfway. And this is how it normally happens. You're scared to start something, and then before you know it, it's over. So, for today's workout, you don't really need a warm-up because it is a flexibility and mobility routine, but as always, I suggest to keep moving. Make sure that you have your water right next to you, and we're following the same 45-15 interval. So I'm starting my timer now, and what we're gonna start this workout with is going to be a praying squat to a stretch. Place your feet wide apart and bring your hands in front of you with palms against each other. And then go down into a squat. And then when you reach the squat position, place your hands on the floor and try to really stretch the back of your legs. Then return yourself to the squatted position, place your palms together, come up, and again. So here we're trying to get this fluid motion and keep breathing throughout. Keep that back straight. As always, when we're working out, this alignment is very, very important to make sure that we benefit from the workout and do not injure ourselves. Okay, and stretch, and palms together, come up. What we're doing in the breaks, we're doing a full body bend, and we're holding on to our heels if we can. If not, it's going to be our calves, but see where you at and try to go with each one a bit lower. Next exercise, sit up, one leg goes to the side and the other one is bent in front of you. From here, turn this leg and come up onto your knee and thrust your hips forward. You will feel that stretch here. Then return yourself into a seated position and turn the palms facing to the ceiling, toes facing to the ceiling. Then return that leg back on the floor, come up, and then go into that seated position on your glute and turn your foot again, rotate the foot. Then bring it onto the floor, come up, and then again go down. And just like so, we're opening up our hips, we're stretching them, go into that full bend position and keep stretching. Try to keep your back straight. You can even start from this and try to increase. You will notice that with each break you will be able to go a bit lower. Then of course we do the same thing on the other side. So this leg goes to the side, toes pointing to the ceiling, then rotate that foot, go on your knee, come up and slowly sit down. Sit on your glutes. The point here is not to drop on the floor, but control your body on the way up and on the way down. You're nicely sitting on your glutes, rotating that foot, rotate it back, come up, and again. Well done. Don't forget to rotate that foot to enable you to change the position easier and add this extra stretch in a seated position. Well done. And now stand up into that full body stretch. The next exercise we're going to be doing is a one-arm camel. So the way you do it, go on your knees and reach for that heel and open up and try to bring that arm across your body, and then change the position, change your hands, then reach for your heel with the other one and try to bend behind you. It is going to be quite hard, and what we do, we don't try to reach any perfection, we're trying to improve with every rep. When you're doing this bend, try to still drive your hips forward. So drive your hips forward and keep bending backwards. This is what we're doing. Now again, the forward bend. Always breathing. Remember, we're never holding our breath. And especially with flexibility routines, we need to make sure that we keep breathing. Now, what we're doing is a downward dog. The way we do it, as always, go into that downward dog from the 4 with the correct alignment, you go into that downward dog. What you do here, you bring one leg up and then try to bring it to the side and twist your body. But do not change the position of this foot. Then you lower your leg down, then you bring it back up and try to twist a bit. And again, and bringing this leg down, and again. You will feel the stretch on the whole side of your body. So that right side now for me. Amazing. And now going into that stretch again. Keep breathing. Keep stretching your spine, the back of your legs. I'm going to show now from the side. So from this position where you have the correct alignment, you're going up into the downward dog and you're bringing one leg up and then twisting without changing the position of the standing leg. Bringing it down and again straight leg goes up and twist, stretch the whole side of your body and then bring that leg back down. Keep breathing. Control it on your way up, on your way down. We're not rushing. And return that leg. And now again, go into that bend. Back is always straight. You can bounce if you want a little. And now the next exercise, what you do here, you lay down on the floor, arms go by your sides. And what you do here, you twist your body and try to reach with that foot to the floor. So you go across your body with that foot, do not rush. And the other side. So twist your entire body. Ladies, be careful because this exercise might be a bit challenging and painful for your breasts. What I suggest is either to place something underneath whilst you're performing the exercise, or just rotate a little bit more, that you do not put your weight on your breast. Now, go into that full body bend, and now we're gonna stretch our shoulders, open up our chest, knees underneath our hips. What we do here is straighten one arm in front of you, with the other one you sink underneath, try to reach as far to that side as you can, and then come up and bring that elbow to the ceiling. It will be very, very small movement. It's quite hard in this position to bring that elbow up. Feel that stretch on the whole side, and then again, elbow goes up. And again, sink underneath your arm, underneath your armpit. Feel that stretch everywhere. On the whole side, you should be feeling this in your shoulder. And when you bring that elbow up to the ceiling, you really squeeze that shoulder blade. And you will feel how hard it is because we're not that mobile. And now we do it on the other side. So I'll show you from this side now what we do. Try to reach as far as we can to the side. And then come up and bring that elbow up. Go down, bring the arm as far as you can, stretch that elbow. And then come up. When you're exhaling, you're bringing that elbow up. Go down, try to reach as far as you can. And again up. And again, try to reach as far as you can. Go into that bend. As before, you can place your legs wider if you want. We're concentrating on keeping our back straight and stretching the back of our legs and the whole spine. What we're doing now is a child to a cobra. So hips underneath, knees underneath our hips. We go into child pose. Stretch your shoulders, further here. And then from here, you go down and come up into cobra. And again, reverse the movement. Go into child pose. And from here, you keeping your elbows always on the ground. And come up. And again, reverse the movement, elbows on the ground. Feeling the stretch in our shoulders. And then reversing. Here, make sure that your alignment, so your arms are of course at a shoulder width. You don't need to place them wider, narrow, right in the correct alignment. Now, go into that bend, and what we're doing now is we're going onto the floor and we're going to be doing a leg raise. Tilt your pelvic floor, and from here bring that leg straight to you and hold it there for a split second. Now change that leg, bring that down and help yourself with your hands. So really try to bring that leg closer to you. It doesn't matter if it's here, here, here. What we're trying to achieve, as always, not perfection, but progression. Keep that gap closed. So make sure that your spine is in a neutral position. Keep changing those legs. Well done. Well done. From here, you can stay on the ground, and we're going to do a bend this way. You don't need to come up. So in a seated position, try to still go down and do this as you would do in a standing. Now we're going to be doing a pigeon rolls. You know the pigeon position. You bend one leg, the other one goes behind you. And in this position, if you can only do it in a standing, do it here. If you can go down or even bring your arms further out and try to roll to the side and to the other side. So keep stretching that glute even more. Very slow movement, very small movement. You don't need to keep swinging very fast. Under control, we're breathing and letting our muscle relax whilst we stretch it more. Well done. Once again, you don't need to stand up. We do the same stretch in a seated position. Pointing our toes to the ceiling, trying to keep our back as straight as we can. If you want, do this. And from here, again, we're going into that pigeon pose. One leg is bent, the other one goes behind. We're going on the floor and we're trying to roll to one side and to the other. Feel that stretch on the side of your glute. This is an amazing stretch for your glutes. I highly recommend doing this stretch even on a daily basis. If you have time in the evening, maybe you're watching TV or reading a book, you can do that at the same time. So just spend a few minutes in that position, and that will help you to open up your hips a great deal. Now again, a forward bend. Notice how you go deeper with each one. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Okay, now sit on your heel and stretch your calf. From here, slide forward and open up. Stretch here, the front of the back leg and the back of the front leg. Then go back, rotate, point your toes straight away to the ceiling and hold on to your foot. Keep stretching that calf. And again, shift yourself forward and stretch. Try to really keep that heel on the ground. And again. And again. Well done. What we're doing now, another stretch. Trying to go low. Changing the position. So sitting on the opposite leg heel, keeping legs closer to each other so you don't need to do this. And stretch that calf. And from here, slide forward, and again, go back, stretch that calf. And again, go forward, and go back, and go forward, and go back, and go forward, and go back. Well done. Stretch. Doing the forward bend, and if you can, like if you've noticed, I have candle. When you work out, if you have any scent, like an oil or a candle, I highly recommend using it because it helps your body to relax. Now, lay down on your belly, bring one bent arm in front of you, the other arm goes straight. What you do here, come up and try to bring your arm behind you, bring it back here, lay down. Make sure that you do not lean to one side, so you don't do this. And you bring that arm back, and then you bring it to the front, lay down. And then bring it back. And again. Come up. Draw that circle. It's like a one-sided butterfly. And you can do the stretch however you prefer, seated or standing. Well done. Go on that floor. The other arm goes straight and bend. This one goes straight up and bring it down behind you and bring it back here. Notice how your shoulder is working here. This is amazing if you have a posture issue, if you have rounded shoulders. We're strengthening our back. We're stretching our shoulder rotator, and make sure that you're breathing here. Do not hold your breath. Let your muscle work, but supply it with the oxygen. Amazing. Up and the stretch. The next one, you will love it because you don't really need to do anything for it. You lay down on your back, go into a frog position, bring your feet together against each other, tilt your pelvic floor, and here, just lay down and let the gravity to do its job. You might start feeling uncomfortable, but keep holding. It's only 45 seconds. This one I highly recommend as well. If you're laying down at home, bring your legs in this position, and that will help you to gradually open up your hips, because the gravity will continue to work without you doing anything yourself. So it will keep pushing and bringing those knees closer to the floor. Amazing. And here we're doing our bend again. You can even try to reach for that side. Try to reach for the other side. And now what we're doing is I'm going to show you this way. Go down, bend your knees at 90 and bring your knees to one side, bring them to the middle, bring them to the other side. Stretching our spine. Keep that 90-degree angle. I really did not think about placing those blocks there because they were right on my way, but it's okay. So keep doing this. Feel that stretch in your spine. And now, this is our last break and last 45 seconds. And of course we do the favorite exercise which we all need. We'll let our legs to drop on the floor. We'll let our arms to relax by our sides. We'll close our eyes. And we're breathing, inhale and And then we exhale. You can exhale through your mouth and let all the problems out. Say to yourself, well done. You are a hero. You are amazing. We've finished week number 2. Don't fall asleep here. The main thing now is you remember what? You cannot just jerk off the floor, so you either hold on to one knee and help yourself this way, or just go onto your side and slowly come up. And very, very slowly go into standing to make sure that you don't faint. Now, tomorrow is our active rest day, so you are staying active, you doing something with your family on your own, but you're not sitting on a sofa, you being active. And remember the main thing, support your training with good foods, and we tried drinking more water. I sent in the email, so try switching for the plant version instead of dairy products, because plant products, especially dairy products, they do cause inflammation in our bodies, and eliminating or at least reducing them will help you a great deal. And this week, what I highly suggest is try to increase your intake of good foods. I don't say have 5 of your day, because you kind of feel guilty if you have 4 or 3, but try to incorporate. Maybe read something if you have time about a product which you want to integrate. Maybe try using more nuts or more seeds, or try adding more vegetables. And I don't recommend spending loads of money on hunting for superfoods. Go for something local, go for something what's in season, and be happy with this. When the time changes, you will have various options, but you don't need to spend a fortune. That's my point. Just try adding little by little more ingredients to your food. And enjoy your day, and remember to love yourself. This is me applauding to you, because we've done 2 weeks. We've done 2 weeks. I cannot believe it. That's amazing. And tell me how you feel. Now, I'm going to post this one on YouTube. So after these 2 weeks, please make a comment under the video and tell me how you feel at the end of 2 weeks. I feel absolutely incredible. I feel so much more energy, and I can feel the strength coming back to me. And I'm incredibly happy, because this is what makes me alive. So now, enough talking. Love yourself, enjoy your day. I love you all, and don't you miss tomorrow's active day, and don't you miss the week 3. Week 3. We're starting week 3 in 1 day. Love you all, and see you next week.